Alright guys, hope you're doing well. This is Rowlands here. I'm a nutritional balancing practitioner, and in this video I want to talk about derealization versus depersonalization because these two words tend to be heard together, but really they sort of mean separate things. So I'm going to explain basically what each one is. I had it, derealization and depersonalization. It's not nice. It's challenging to overcome if you don't know what to do. But when you do know what to do and you understand all the different dynamics around it, it's much easier to overcome. I'm not going to go into how to overcome it in this video. If you search my YouTube channel for derealization, depersonalization, you'll see plenty of videos on how to overcome it and what you need to do. So first off is derealization. So derealization is more sort of based on what's outside of yourself in the physical. So reality doesn't appear real. The best way to describe it is like having a motorcycle helmet over your head at all times. For a lot of people, 24/7, and it's chronic. For some people, it might only happen for a few hours in the day. For some people, like I say, it's 24/7, but that's probably the best way to describe it. So you can't really, when when you have input coming in through the vision or through hearing, it's kind of muffled. It's difficult to explain really if you've not experienced it, but that's probably the best way to explain it. Another way of explaining it is a little bit like you're driving around in a car and the windscreen is sort of dirty or slightly opaque. You just can't really you're not really in the experience like other people is. So that's derealization. It happens more outside of yourself on a sort of physical plane. Depersonalization is obviously to do with your personality. So one interesting thing that happens, and the reason why they're linked up in my opinion, is that the causes for these two things generate from the same root. So it's usually to do with things like heavy metal toxicity, candida in the brain, blood sugar imbalances, chemicals in the brain, and other things. And what that does is it obviously affects the brain and it affects the personality. So a person's personality, your personality, you might realise that over the years you've become more withdrawn, or you might realise that your sense of humour is diminished. You might not be as sharp, or you might not be as witty. People might find you awkward, and they might feel uncomfortable being around you. This is usually more of a personality thing. So your personality has been damaged basically by everything that's going off inside of your brain. Some people are aware of it. In my experience, I don't know, I just thought that maybe when I was getting older that life was just becoming less humorous and more boring. I obviously knew that I had bad social anxiety. After a while, this new personality integrates so much. This sort of awkward, unhealthy personality integrates so much. You begin to think that this is just who you are, when in reality it's not. And it doesn't really matter what sort of mental exercises you do, whether it be sort of CBT or going to see a hypnotherapist or a psychologist. In my opinion, the personality doesn't really reintegrate itself without all of the toxins, and other issues that gets healed in the body. When that happens, generally the personality, a hidden personality, begins to come out, which can be quite disconcerting at the time. Because often it feels like you've been given the keys to a prison that you kind of knew you was in, but you didn't really, you sort of forgot what the outside looked like. and that's can be a very, very strange experience for a few people. So I hope that helps. Like I say, if you want more information, then just type derealization, depersonalization into my channel, into our channel search box. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.